Asus Rog Gl552Vw Review. Design. Asus gaming hardware is always keenly designed, with a good balance between gaming laptop access and smart subtlety. The Gl552Vw is no different. The lid is made from dark, mottled plastic, with a brushed metal center panel that's home to the Asus and Republic of Gamers logos. It's a good look, and Asus has managed to load. The design comes with impressive connectivity options. The left-hand side is home to two USB 3 ports, an HDMI output and a USB 3.1 Type-C socket, and the right-hand edge has USB and audio connectivity and a DVD drive. A panel on the base pops off for access to the SSD, hard disk and memory, and one memory slot is vacant. The battery is removable. Screen. The Asus panel ticks every box, at least on paper. When it comes to gaming screens, it has a matte finish, so bright lights won't disturb action-packed moments, and its 1080p native resolution is sharp enough to serve up detailed graphics without unduly taxing the GPU. My benchmark tests revealed that this screen underwhelms, however. In its default mode, the Delta E of 2.3 is reasonable, and the color temperature sits at 6,858 K, a little cool, but not a big problem. Battery life. This is one area where the Asus managed to better both of its rivals. The Gl552Vw's 48 watt-hours battery lasted for just over 3.5 hours in PowerMark benchmark, which sets the screen at 40% brightness and runs a basic apps test. Performance. In BioShock Infinite, the Asus excelled. It rattled through the game's toughest settings at an average of 45 FPS, and improved to 56 FPS with depth of field deactivated. Battlefield 4 is tougher, but the Asus still returned a playable average of 30 FPS with the title's Ultra options activated, and dropping down to high saw that pace improve to 45 FPS. The Asus encountered problems running Crysis 3. With the game's toughest graphics settings enabled, the Gl552Vw averaged 27 FPS. That's just playable, but the minimum frame rate of 18 FPS means intense scenes will stutter. The Asus improved to 29 FPS only at high settings, but it did ramp up to 52 FPS with medium graphics selected. There wasn't much to choose between the Asus and MSI in games tests, no surprise, given their shared GTX 960M graphics core. The Asus was 1 frame slower in BioShock, and a handful faster in Battlefield 4.